Hello, today we're going to talk about competent persons. We'll cover what they are and how one becomes designated as a competent person. So one of the most common questions we get at Exo Safety is, do you have a course that will make me a competent person? People seem to be a bit confused about what a competent person actually is. You don't become a competent person by completing a course. A competent person is an employee designation that is granted to you by your employer. It means that you have the knowledge and understanding to recognize hazards and that you have the authority to correct those hazards. So let's take a deeper dive into this. OSHA defines a competent person as one who is capable of identifying existing and predictable hazards in the surroundings or working conditions which are unsanitary, hazardous, or dangerous to employees, and who has authorization to take prompt corrective action to eliminate them. That comes from 29 CFR 1926.32F. So in plain English, a competent person meets the following two criteria. They have the ability to recognize hazards, and they have the authority to correct them. It's that simple. So now you see that becoming a competent person is not just the result of taking a course. Of course, you need to be trained because they have to be able to recognize the hazards of the workplace, but they also need to be granted specific authority by the employer in order to correct those hazards. So the employer can designate you as a competent person as long as you meet those two criteria. Now, it doesn't specifically say that it has to be done in writing, but OSHA loves, and I mean loves, documentation, so I highly recommend that you put it in writing. Now remember that OSHA uses competent person in many applications. So if you're designated as a competent person for, say, fall protection, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're a competent person for cranes and rigging. And there are some competent persons that have senior responsibilities, such as a competent person on an excavation site or on a construction site. So make sure that when you designate your competent persons that you're specific to the application. So I appreciate you taking the time to watch this video. I hope that it was helpful. Please visit us at exosafety.com.